folks. Welcome into Super Saturday Night Fever here on the campus of Braddock County High School in Jackson, Kentucky. I'm your guest host for the first part of this internet pay-per-view, AMW's own Kyle Maggard. And let's get to the opening match here as we see Bray and his tag team partner, the Wolfman, Jake Braddock, in the opening contest against world-renowned, world-traveled, former NWA World Tag Team Champions, former NWA United States Champions, that is the Heatseekers. It's Sigmund and Elliott. Now, these two coming in here today, they've not been able to pick up the wins they've wanted to here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. A win over a tag team of this caliber would really put these two on the map. Now, if you're watching this on the AMWWrestlingNetwork.com, be sure to tell all your friends about how they can see the very best wrestling from the southeastern part of the United States in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Remember, that's the AMWWrestlingNetwork.com. You can sign up, try it for a week for free. After that, it's $4.99 a month. Cheaper than a value meal at McDonald's, folks. As you hear the music for the Heatseekers, they get ready to make their way in here. They're in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling for over a year. And everywhere they went, they've been able to win team gold. They're hoping that Appalachian Mountain Wrestling is no different for them and they'll eventually have a shot at the AMW Tag Team Championships. It happens to be defended later tonight by the current champions, the family, Bo James and the Mega Destroyer, against none other than the WWE Hall of Famers themselves, the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton. Big night here in Jackson, Kentucky. Super Saturday Night Fever. As we listen to the PA announcement, the competitors have stepped into the ring. We have a capacity crowd on hand here in Jackson, Kentucky. Coming out like they do everywhere that Appalachian Mountain Wrestling goes here in the Southeast. The fans really come out to support us, and we just want to thank all the fans, all the great wrestling fans that make it possible for us to come out, have these events in your communities, in your towns, bringing great professional wrestling back to the area. The way it used to be, the way you remember it, the way you like it, the way you want it, folks. And we are here to do that. The Heatseekers coming into this match have just come back from a tour over in Japan, picking up some gold over there as well. These guys right here are two of the very best competitors you'll find with their motto, Save Tag Team Wrestling, and that's exactly what they do. As each team takes their respective corners, and the bell has rang. Sigmund looking to extend the hand there to Bray. Bray, true to his character, wants no part of the handshake. So these two competitors lock up. Bray a little taller than Sigmund, but Sigmund obviously hits the gym more. He's got a little bulk on him. Nice collar and elbow tie up there. Both men battling back and forth till he's back into the corner. Referee calls for the break. Clean break by Sigmund. You know, Sigmund is a class act, class athlete. Now, remind you, you're watching this on the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Network, one of our monthly internet pay-per-views that you can see for just $4.99 a month. Some of the very best wrestling action. If you're not watching the best wrestling action, you can get on there and you can see interviews with some of the legends of the ring, like current WWE champion AJ Styles, WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall, many more. Matches from promotions all around the world as well, too. We've got promotions from England and Japan, Mexico, other parts of the United States, Canada, and just all over. AMW Wrestling Network is the premier source for great wrestling action. Be sure to sign up today. Tell your friends about it. have them sign up as well. Now, if you're looking to find some AMW merchandise, you can always visit our online store on eBay.com. Just go to eBay.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. DVDs, Blu-rays of our huge internet pay-per-views are on there. Also, your favorite wrestlers' T-shirts, signed autograph photos, and more. Just go to eBay.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. As Elliott's tagged in here, looking to give Ross a big shoulder tackle as he wrenches that arm. Elliott, the biggest man in this match, really putting his size and strength to use as he gets the leverage over Ross Bray. Elbow, here comes the Wolfman for a big hip toss from Elliott. As you hear the crowd out here, the crowd is for sure, most definitely behind the Heatseekers as you listen to them. You got the Wolfman kind of concurring there with Ross, knowing what to do next as these two lock up here. Don't forget, not only later on in this internet pay-per-view are you going to see the WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express, take on the Family for the AMW Tag Team Championships. But we also have a huge main event that I will be a part of. And Nathan Little gets here to relieve me from this guest commentary duty. Me and John Noble, with a mystery partner that I can't divulge at the moment, will be taking on the Reformation in a big six-man tag team match. With Braddock County's own football coach, Kyle Moore, will be in our corner to keep AJ at bay, give us that advantage that we don't have, make things an even playing field. Also on the card, you've got Big Rig Jake Brake in a match that, quite simply, folks, his whole life hangs in the balance. A contract on a pole match. Jake Brake is currently contracted to Lemonjuice McGee. Lemonjuice McGee is his manager. As we see the Wolfman with a big shoulder tackle here. Float over, going for the hip toss is Sigmund. The Wolfman's blocked it. Goes to reverse it, gives Sigmund the big hip toss. But in that matchup, Jake Brake must climb the pole and retrieve his contract. If he does that, Lemonjuice McGee will no longer be his manager, and Jake Brake will be able to receive compensation for all the matches that he wins. Right now, Lemonjuice McGee has been keeping all of Brake's winning earnings, and Jake Brake's only been able to make a living off what merchandise he sells to support his family. Jake Brake, a great father figure, father of two, great husband, looking to get out from under Lemonjuice's thumb. But if Shawn Cruz climbs that pole and retrieves the contract for Lemonjuice, then Jake Brake will remain Lemonjuice's servant for the next 3 years and will receive only what Lemonjuice decides to pay him to take care of his family. That big match coming up, Colby Carmichael taking on Henry Shaw later on tonight. It's big night, great night of professional wrestling only that you can only see here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. And on the AMW Wrestling Network, as Sigmund goes for a big snap suplex on Ross Bray. Goes for the quick cover here. 1, 2. Ross is able to kick out here. And folks, don't forget, if you're in the Eastern Kentucky area, if you're in the western part of the Virginias, the northeast part of Tennessee, catch Appalachian Mountain Wrestling every Wednesday night on Hometown 24 on the TBS cable system. Also see us every Saturday morning on WYMT2 Heroes and Icons at 11:30 a.m. And also Saturday on EKB TV out of Pikeville, Kentucky, Saturdays at noon. So Saturday morning 11:30 on WYMT2 Heroes and Icons. Saturdays at noon, high noon on EKB TV. And Wednesday nights on Hometown 24 at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. prime time on TBS cable. You can also go to our YouTube channel And subscribe there and don't miss out on any great videos that might be added, episodes of AMW TV and more. As Sigmund's got the Wolfman in the corner and just pounds that head against the turnbuckle post. 8, 9. You can really hear the crowd getting behind Sigmund there. So he goes for the cover. See what we got. 1, 2. Wolfman able to kick out with a rake to the eyes. That's what the Wolfman's known for. Bending the rules, cheating, doing dastardly underhanded tactics, as they say. As he looks to take Sigmund back to the corner where Ross Bray's at. That's smart tag team wrestling here. Get one of the divide and conquer. Take one of the opponents to your corner where you and your opponent can work him over. Great tag team strategy by the Wolfman. Ross Bray with a suplex of his own. Going for the big cover. Nice big kick out by Sigmund. Ross Bray looks to be in control. You can really hear the crowd starting to get behind the Heatseekers, behind Sigmund here. Big Elliot's on the side of the ring, really getting his crowd pumped up. Elliot really wants in there. Folks, we'd like to take a second to thank today's sponsors. Collar and Elbow. That's collarandelbowbrand.com. Some of the best professional wrestling t-shirts around. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Use code AMW to save on your order. It's collarandelbowbrand.com. Code AMW. Save yourself some money. Get some of the very best wrestling merchandise in the world. collarandelbowbrand.com. Also, Territory Wrestling Tees. Go to territorywrestlingtees.com. On there you'll find the official Appalachian Mountain Wrestling t-shirt. You can order that shirt right there. They will ship it out to you. The official AMW t-shirt right there on Territory Wrestling Tees. I'd like to thank also the Hazard Village Flea Market right there on top of the hill, right next to the National Guard Armory in Hazard. Sponsor us every week on AMW television. Sigmund with a huge drop kick. Both men are down right here. This could be a big turning point in the match. Sigmund, who's got to get to his corner and make a tag, he's crawling a completely opposite way. As Elliot's on the turnbuckle, looking to get in. The crowd's up. The crowd's ready. Looking to make the tag, and here it is. The big man's in the ring. As he comes in, big clothesline on Ross. Big clothesline on the Wolfman. Big elbow on Ross Bray. Grabs both men by the heads. A little double noggin knocker, as they say. Big suplex coming up here by the big man as he holds him up in the air and slams him down. Going for the cover, and Wolfman making the save. You can hear the crowd solely behind Elliot here. Now as both men work over the big man. So they shoot him off the ropes, ducking the double clothesline. Big double clothesline to both of them. Elliot's up, picking up Ross Bray for the power slam. He tagged him back in, making him the legal man. There's the power slam. Will Sigmund be able to hit the diving headbutt? There it is. 1, 2, 3. There's the bell. And your winners by pinfall, the Heatseekers. Just a solid performance here by the Heatseekers. It looked there for a second, though, that the team of Ross Bray and the Wolfman had Sigmund where they wanted him, had him isolated in the corner. But Sigmund was able to break free for the big tag to the big man. Comes in, cleans house, hits him with the power slam. Got the diving headbutt, as they always do. The Heatseekers are able to pick up the win right here in the opening match from Jackson, Kentucky. Super Saturday Night Fever. Now let's take a real quick break and catch a word from our sponsors.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Ricky, Jackson, Kentucky. You know what? We got a title match coming with Bo James and Frank Paris. Let me tell you something, guys. Y'all might be the champions now, but Jackson, Kentucky, you look at the new champs.
Hey, I'm talking about Saturday Night Fever. Saturday night. We're telling you, Bo James and the Super Destroyer, that tonight, just in a second, we're on our way to the ring and don't have time to talk about it. Only time we got time is to do something about it. When we leave tonight, woo, new tag team champions, and that's a promise.
Another strap.
And folks, welcome back here to Super Saturday Night Fever in Jackson, Kentucky on the campus of Breathitt County High School. I'm your guest commentator here, Kyle Maggard, as it's the time for the contract on the pole match. As you can see, family Shawn Cruz with Lemonjuice McGee coming on to the ringside area. The way this match works, there's a pole being placed in one corner above the turnbuckle, and it's got a contract, or the contract will be placed up there, as you can see, with the life of Big Rig Jake Bray in that contract. If Big Rig wins, he is able to get his life back. But if he loses, then his life will be in the hands of Lemonjuice McGee for the next 3 years, including his home, his Peterbilt, and more. And here you go, as you hear the music for Big Rig Jake Bray, cutting as he gets ready to make his way out the curtain. 7 foot, 500 pounds, all monster, all man. You can see the intensity in his eyes, folks. He knows how important this match is. And that is a large athlete. Larger than WWE's own Kane. Larger than The Undertaker. Just as large or larger than The Big Show. He is legitimately the biggest man in the sport. And he's right here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. As he's coming to take his life back from Lemonjuice McGee, to get out from under his thumb. The fans love Big Rig Jake Bray. Lemonjuice McGee, who at one point was a loyal friend or loyal manager to the Big Rig, turned on him, just like he did all the fans here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, when he decided to join up with the Mega Destroyer and the family. But as I've stated before, the family on rocky terms these days, especially leader Bo James and Lemonjuice McGee himself. Later on tonight, Lemonjuice McGee will be in the corner of the family as they defend their titles, their AMW Tag Team Championships against the WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. As the introductions are being made here, the crowd's really telling Lemonjuice and Shawn Cruz what they think. Jake Bray, an obvious fan favorite here. Like I said before, the largest man in the sport, folks, resides right here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. I know Jake's been training hard for this match. He's been getting some expert tutelage down at the School of Morton in Chuckey, Tennessee, from WWE Hall of Famer himself, Ricky Morton, half of the Rock and Roll Express. He's been down there training, getting geared up for this match, because those two have something in common. They both want to win here at Super Saturday Night Fever. Both of them matches against the family. A lot of stakes on the line, folks. A lot of stakes on the line. Jake Brake's life right there. You see on that clipboard up on that pole, Jake Brake's entire life resides right there on that pole, right there in that clipboard. The contract. Jake Brake's able to get the contract. He is no longer a client of Lemonjuice McGee. However, if Shawn Cruz gets the contract, Jake Brake will be Lemonjuice's for the next 3 years, giving up his home and everything he owns, including that big rig Peterbilt that he owns. With Jake Brake with a big, huge headbutt right here to start off the match. And another one taking Shawn Cruz into the corner with a big elbow in the corner. Jake Brake, just such a large man. It's so hard to maneuver him around. Clearly, the edge has to be with Jake Brake here, just because of his sheer size. He doesn't have to climb up very high to get that contract off the pole. Shawn Cruz has to climb the corner to be able to retrieve it. As Shawn tries to sling Jake Brake across the ring, Jake's able to send him across, and he comes up with a big, huge 7-foot backdrop right there. And as the crowd loving every minute of it. Jake got him back into the corner, and Shawn Cruz doing what he has to do here, going for the eyes. The only way to get an advantage over the big guy. Shawn Cruz is smaller, but he's quicker. More experience than Jake. Like I said, Jake's life hangs in the balance, on the line, up on the pole. Thank you, folks, for tuning in here, Super Saturday Night Fever. You're watching it on the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Network. One of our monthly internet pay-per-views we do. Go to amwwrestlingnetwork.com. Sign up today for a week for free. After that, it's $4.99 a month, just a cost, less than the cost of a value meal. So you can sign up there today, see more great matches, our other big events. All of our archived television episodes are all right there. Check us out on YouTube as well. Go to youtube.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Make sure that you're never without being able to see Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Like all those great fans here. Come out to all of our live events. There's nothing like seeing Appalachian Mountain Wrestling live and in person. Just go to our Facebook page as Shawn Cruz goes for the knee of the big man. Just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. On there, you'll go under the events tab. You can find our event schedule. See everywhere we're going to be all over the eastern United States region. As Shawn Cruz looks to work over the knee of the big man, which is a smart plan. Take out the knee, get the big rig down, cut him down to half his size. And you can hear this crowd behind the big rig. As Shawn Cruz has now took Jake Brake down to his knees. One thing about being a larger athlete, you know the knees, the joints, those have to be targets. You take one of those, it's like chopping down a tree. You chop it down at its base. There's Big Rig with the huge clothesline here on Shawn Cruz. Both men are down. Lemonjuice is cheering on his client against, his other client. But the client he wants to win in Shawn Cruz. He's cheering him on, wanting him to climb the pole, get the contract. As both men are back up, Shawn Cruz quick to attack first. Back at that knee, back at the midsection of the big man. Trying to take him back down, cut him down. As he's using fists. Anything goes in this match, folks. It's no disqualification. The only way to win is to climb and retrieve the contract off the pole as Shawn Cruz is biting him. As you see referee Jake Booth right here, there's not really much he can do. Like I said, it's no disqualification. The winner is the man that gets the contract. As Shawn Cruz makes his way over. Big Rig has to come to him. The longer Jake Bray waits to go get Shawn Cruz, the more likely it is he's going to lose the match. As he's got him now, as he throws him off the ropes, Shawn Cruz begging the Big Rig not to get him, begging the Big Rig. As Big Rig goes for that choke slam that he's so known for, and Shawn Cruz with a low blow right there. Jake Booth didn't see it, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's no disqualification. The only way to win is to retrieve that contract. Right now, the Big Rig is down. Shawn Cruz, this is your opportunity to climb the pole, retrieve the contract. I don't know what he's doing or what he's thinking. He must be wanting to put an exclamation point on this match. So he's looking to go up top and climb the other turnbuckle. What could he possibly be thinking as the Big Rig starts to stir? Shawn Cruz climbing to the top. Uh-oh, and the Big Rig's up. Looks like Shawn Cruz could be going for a ride. Oh! High off. Big Rig's throwing him high off the top. Both men are down. On Lemonjuice McGee in shock, in total disbelief that his hand-picked mercenary Cruz is down on the ground, down on the mat as Lemonjuice pounds it. Shawn Cruz making his way over to choke Big Rig. Choking the proverbial life out of him. Choking the life out of him, as they say. Just like I said, the life of the Big Rig is on the line in this match. Shawn Cruz calling for his patented knee drop. Drop has put so many away, folks. Knee drop has beat many a superstar over the years. If he hits this is definitely over for Big Rig. No one's kicked out of the knee drop. And here he is calling for it in the corner. Oh, and the Big Rig moved. The Big Rig moved out of the way. This Big Rig starts to stir. The crowd starts to really get behind him here. They sense it. This could be his shot with the big headbutt. Shawn Cruz down and another big headbutt. Shawn Cruz back up. Big Rig going for the big, huge body slam of Shawn Cruz. Lemonjuice McGee up on the rope, telling Jake Bray that's it. I don't know if I'd do this if I was Lemonjuice. As Jake Bray had his hands on him, and Lemonjuice McGee spit something in his eye. Blinded. But right now the Big Rig is blinded, folks. As Lemonjuice McGee is in the ring and he's climbing up for the pole. Jake Bray choke slam on Shawn Cruz. Lemonjuice McGee, does he have the contract? Lemonjuice McGee has the contract. But folks, Shawn Cruz has to have the contract. Now Jake Bray, Lemonjuice McGee, thinking Shawn Cruz was behind him, gave the contract to Jake Bray. Causing Jake Bray to win the match. Because, folks, the rules stated that Shawn Cruz or Jake Bray were the only two that could retrieve the contract. So when one of them had it in their hand, and here's Shawn Cruz trying to stop Jake Bray from getting his manager, Lemonjuice McGee, saving Lemonjuice McGee, so to speak. Big Rig with a big knee, knocking Shawn Cruz out of the ring, and the kids in the front row are really giving it to Shawn Cruz. But folks, the winner of this match, winning his life back, the 7-foot, 500-pound free man himself, Big Rig Jake Bray, as he tears up the contract that he had with Lemonjuice McGee. Now, folks, I'm going to step away and get ready for my matchup, as Nathan Little will be filling in for me, calling the double main event after we hear a few words from our sponsors. Thanks. I'd like to thank everybody out there for listening to me for these first couple matches, and for coming out to Super Saturday Night Fever here at Braddock County High School in Jackson, Kentucky, and for watching on the Appalachian Wrestling Network, the AMW Wrestling Network. Sign up today, and you can sign up for free. Thanks, folks.
Kyle Maggard here with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the premier wrestling organization in Southeast Kentucky. No, Southeast United States. Now, our offices get flooded with questions day in and day out about how you can get your Appalachian Mountain Wrestling merchandise. Well, I'm here to tell you now. You can go to ebay.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, find our online store there. You can get your own Appalachian Mountain Wrestling shirt that I'm wearing. You can get all of our special DVD tapings, whether it's Thanksgiving Turmoil, Hardwired, Weekends of Champion, Summer Bash. Get your special superstar photos. Get them signed, get them unsigned. Prices may vary, but all the products are the same, and that's simply the best, because we're Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and we're making wrestling great again.
Are you a member of a church group? Are you a member of a sports team, local school, volunteer fire department, or any other nonprofit? Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling for a fundraiser to bring money to your organization. Have some fun, a night of professional wrestling, fun for the entire family, earn some money. Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and help make wrestling great.
Folks, and we're back as Henry Shaw makes his way to the ring, accompanied by his wife, Casey Bright. Don't really have much good or bad to say about these two. I've never really squared off much with them. But as you can tell by the fan reaction they're getting, they don't seem to be the two most popular people in the building at the moment. As Henry Shaw makes his way around the ring, greeting all the great fans here in Jackson, Kentucky, coming out tonight to support Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and Super Saturday Night Fever, which you're watching here on the AMW Wrestling Network. If you haven't signed up yet for the AMW Wrestling Network, if you're watching it with a friend, you can sign up at www.amwwrestlingnetwork.com. Sign up today and get a week's free trial. After that, it's $4.99 a month. Yes, that's just $4.99 a month, less the cost of a value. A value meal from any of the major chains will cost more than what it will cost to see this great wrestling action here, as we are on the campus of Braddock County High School. Henry Shaw getting the fans worked up and riled up. As you can tell, like I said, he is not the most popular guy in the room as we await his opponent, Colby Carmichael, the young high-flying sensation. The fan favorite, the one everybody loves. Everybody's come to see. The stuff that he does excites the crowd and all the wrestling fans around. As Colby Carmichael gets ready to make his way into the arena, Henry Shaw still enticing and getting onto the crowd. And there he is, Colby Carmichael himself. As you can hear just by the reaction how much the people love him. Remember, I am your guest commentator here as I try out a possible new role, new career. You never know when my wrestling career may wind down, folks. We hope it's not anytime soon, but hey, I'm filling in for Nathan Little on these first couple matches. He'll be here to call the main events. Super Saturday Night Fever. Double main event action tonight as the Rock and Roll Express, WWE Hall of Famers themselves, are in the house to challenge Bo James and the Mega Destroyer with Lemonjuice McGee for the AMW Tag Team Championships. Also the big 6-man tag team match later on tonight as the Reformation, Michael Jameson, Adam Newsom, Fiji Wildman with AJ in the house to take on myself, John Noble, with Kyle Moore, Breathitt County football coach, in our corner, and our mystery partner. As Henry Shaw's being introduced here, the crowd really does not like him. Just listen to that crowd reaction for young Colby Carmichael, who has been making a name for himself here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling since his debut back in summer at Sash there in Whitesburg, Kentucky. Colby Carmichael is undefeated, and he looks to stay and remain undefeated here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. The crowd is really into this match early on. Colby Carmichael ducks Henry Shaw's roll through, or lock up with a roll through, I might say. Now let's talk real quick about the AMW Tag Team Championships that are on the line tonight. We got the WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express, challenging Bo James and the family. The family who's been on rocky terms as of late. It's really Bo James and Lemonjuice McGee, who kind of, Bo James has never really had a fondness for Lemonjuice, and it's starting to really show. And I think Lemonjuice is finally coming to his own. Looks like he's inserting himself where he shouldn't, and that's just really causing tension between Bo James and now the Mega Destroyer. So it's interesting to see who will walk away with those tag team championships there tonight. Don't forget, we've still got Big Rig Jake Bray taking on Shawn Cruz with Lemonjuice McGee in his corner. Shawn Cruz, part of the aforementioned family there. Contract on a pole match. Jake breaks, wins, climbs the pole, gets his contract, he wins his life back from Lemonjuice McGee. But if Shawn Cruz climbs the pole, then Jake Brake will remain the client of Lemonjuice McGee for the next 3 years. Also giving up his home, his big Peterbilt big rig, and much more. Henry Shaw pushes Colby Carmichael off into and brings it back into a headlock of his own here. Goes to take his arm, looks to wrench it. Henry Shaw, obviously the larger of the two here tonight. It's Colby Carmichael with a little razzle-dazzle roll through himself right here, taking Henry Shaw's arm back over, taking the big man down to one knee. When you get somebody in an arm wrencher like that, it's all about leverage and twisting. You want to twist that shoulder, that joint. Colby Carmichael with a headlock of his own being applied. These two competitors are really going at it here early on, folks. As we, like I said, we are on hand here at Breathitt County High School, Jackson, Kentucky. Colby Carmichael with a huge drop kick. He really got up there, folks, and Henry Shaw has to roll out of the ring to gather himself. You see Casey Bright there on the outside to her husband. Don't forget, you can see AMW in your own homes every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Hometown 24 on the TBS cable system. You can also see us twice on Saturday mornings. First at 11:30 a.m. on WYMT2 Heroes and Icons, and then Saturday at noon on EKB TV. If you are in the eastern part of Kentucky, all 30-plus counties, they're 1/4 of the state WYMT2 reaches. Also reaches into the western part of both Virginias and northeast Tennessee. So if you're in those areas, along with EKB TV, you're able to see AMW television, AMW programming twice a week. If you can't see us there, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell. Make sure you're notified of every new video AMW posts on our YouTube channel, just youtube.com/Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. More great videos like this internet pay-per-view you're checking out. More content, exclusive matches, exclusive interviews with WWE Hall of Famers, and more. Go to AMWWrestlingNetwork.com. Sign up today for free. Henry Shaw, a couple big punches to Colby Carmichael's head as he whips him across to the turnbuckle. Coming in with a big elbow in the corner. It looks like he's got Colby Carmichael rattled as he goes for a big suplex here. Shaw, obviously the larger of the two, taking Carmichael over with ease. And a big headbutt. If you're looking to buy AMW merchandise, make sure to check out eBay.com. Search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. You can find our online store right there. DVDs, Blu-rays, T-shirts, koozies, and more. All can be found right there. eBay.com. Search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Visit us on Facebook. Facebook.com, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Twitter, at AMW Wrestling. Instagram, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling on there as well. As he threw Colby Carmichael out to the side, and Colby's wife, Casey, has just inserted herself into the match, holding her hands up like she doesn't know what everybody's upset about. I can see now why nobody in the building here tonight, none of the AMW fans around the world, like Miss Casey Bright. Henry Shaw goes for another huge suplex on Colby Carmichael. At this point, I don't know how much Colby Carmichael's got left in him with the huge leg. That should be it right there, folks. And Colby Carmichael is able to kick out. That just shows the resilience in this young man right here. His drive, his determination as Henry Shaw grinds the knuckles into the eyelid of Colby Carmichael, trying to blind him. Colby Carmichael fighting back now. He just won't go down, folks. That's what you like to see in a competitor with the fighting spirit that Colby Carmichael does. That never give up drive, as he's being choked now in the corner by big Henry Shaw. And the crowd really telling Henry Shaw what they think of him. Really telling Henry Shaw how much they think he sucks. See, works over the back now of Colby Carmichael. You know, he's choking him in the ropes. The ref's trying to do everything he can. And now look at this. Look at this. He's distracting the referee so Casey Bright can insert herself again. Just despicable. He looks to give him a big belly-to-back suplex. Going for the cover. This is it. That's got to be it. And somehow, some way, Colby Carmichael is able to kick out of this pinfall here. What a match these two competitors are putting on here. As the fans clearly behind Carmichael, as he's being worked over here now in the corner, folks. Like I said, don't forget, Stick with us. Don't wear two huge double main event tonight as Carmichael is up, and there's the power slam. Well, is this it? Oh, Carmichael a kick out. Henry Shaw does not know what it's going to take. Like I said, double main event tonight. WWE Hall of Famers taking on the family. The Rock and Roll Express taking on the family for the AMW Tag Team Championships. And the big six-man tag tonight. The Reformation with AJ Collie taking on John Noble, the AMW Heavyweight Champion. Yours truly, with Breathitt County football coach Kyle Moore in our corner, with our mystery partner. And no, I can't tell you who that is right now. You'll just have to stick around and find out. But I can tell you, once you see him, you will be as shocked as you've ever been in your entire life. So he's got him right now in the bear hug. This could be it for Carmichael. As much as he's worked him over, and somehow, some way, Colby Carmichael is able to get his hand up, folks. As he's doing his best to fight out of it, running off the ropes, ducking clothesline with a big spinning heel kick, taking Henry Shaw down. Big, huge arm drag. Colby's got the big man rocking now as he comes in. Big, huge flying clothesline in the corner. Henry Shaw staggering out. Staggering out. As Carmichael goes up top. What's he going to do here, folks? I told you he was a high flyer. He was a risk taker. What's he going to do now? Henry Shaw's able to get up and go to the other turnbuckle, avoiding whatever was coming off the top rope. As he's coming in, Carmichael's able to go up over the top, and he's able to score the pinfall, folks, out of nowhere. Just when you thought this match was over for Colby Carmichael, it looked like he was down and out and defeated. He's able to go up top, come down with a for the 1, 2, 3. As Henry Shaw's in the ring, and he can't believe it. He cannot believe it. He's looking at Casey Bright. They don't know what happened. I can tell you what happened right now. Carmichael is still undefeated. Look at those fans telling him how bad he sucks and how bad he cheated. Told you, folks, they do not like Henry Shaw. And folks, we're going to step away again here right now as Colby Carmichael is able to pick up the win over Henry Shaw here at Super Saturday Night Fever on the campus of Breathitt County High School in Jackson, Kentucky.
The Hazard Village Flea Market, located at 368 Doll Hair Drive, the National Guard Armory, is open Saturday and Sunday. Our facility is loaded with a huge selection of vendors. Call 606-439-2529 today to find out how you can become a vendor. Space is available both inside and outside our facility. Don't wait another second. Call today, join our family, and let's headlock the competition together.
and Roll Express taking on the family for the AMW Tag Team Gold. The crowd is wild. They're chanting rock and roll, and could they come through with the big win tonight? The family, they have had a tight grip on those tag team championship belts as they've come in, but there's no longer as tightly knit as they used to be, folks. Things have been boiling over. Can Bo James, can the Mega Destroyer, can Lemonjuice McGee, can they all get on the same page tonight? Because if not, we're going to leave here with new tag team champions, the Rock and Roll Express. They've held the gold everywhere. Everywhere they've went, folks, the bell is rung and we are ready to rock. Robert Gibson standing across the ring from the Mega Destroyer. What will come of this huge marquee matchup here at Super Saturday Night Fever, Jackson, Kentucky? They circle each other. Bo James trying to get involved with the head games. He and Lemonjuice McGee talking to Mega Destroyer now. Do not underestimate these guys, Robert. Do not underestimate. It's Ricky playing some games of his own. And they lock horns. Mega Destroyer taking Robert back into the ropes, but I'm pretty sure he grabbed him by the hair, folks. And here we go. Back at it again, standing across from each other. And there it is. Just barely a couple minutes into this matchup, if that. And there's already been some miscommunication amongst the family. Family, really, they need to get it together. Bo James urging Mega Destroyer to pay attention to Robert here in the ring. If these guys turn their attention to each other and not to the Rock and Roll Express, we will have new tag team champions tonight in Jackson, Kentucky. They lock once again. And Bo James has got Robert. And once again, folks, the Rock and Roll Express just seem to have one up on the family who can't get it together right now. How is this going to pan out? Folks, I don't know if these guys can keep it together long enough to win a match against the Hall of Famers, but they have won. Every time they have went into the ring, went through those ropes with those titles, they have left with the championship belts. No one has been able to take it from them. But could the Hall of Famers, the tag champs, the world's tag champs, could they become Appalachian Mountain Wrestling's tag team champions here tonight? Ricky tagged in. We will see Ricky Morton in action against Bo James, and I'm telling you folks, these guys know each other well. A lot of miles in the ring between these two men. A lot of miles on those boots. And it all comes to a head here. Super Saturday Night Fever, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. The crowd, the chants of rock and roll. They've traveled these roads before. These people know their name. And Ricky Morton using the agility against Bo James. Mega Destroyer back in the ring. Nearly clocks Bo James. Nearly gets him again. And now Bo James hits the Mega Destroyer. Once again, the family doing more damage internally. Ricky and Robert barely broken a sweat here at Super Saturday Night Fever. And Ricky comes, sends Lemonjuice flying, knocks some heads together. Side headlock applied by Robert Gibson. Bo James tugging on the hair, I saw it. And Mega Destroyer grabs him. And Bo James with the kick to the Mega Destroyer. I don't know how much more the family can take of this. Lemonjuice just looks stunned. Mega Destroyer, his client, out here with him and Bo James. He and Lemonjuice have had a tumultuous past, to say the least. But they've got to overcome it tonight if they want to leave still the AMW Tag Team Champions. And they will have to do it with chants of rock and roll throughout the night. The crowd firmly behind the Rock and Roll Express. They want them to wear that gold. Ricky and Bo lock horns. Morton stomping on the foot on the offensive right now. Irish whip, Bo James reverses it. Morton sent to the corner, a big clothesline from Bo James. Gibson comes out, he's got to keep his cool, and Bo James hitting Morton while he's down with the closed fist. Ref back turned. Ref comes around, he opts for the chops, but now the Mega Destroyer and Lemonjuice involved. Oh, and the great fingers right in the eyes of Morton against the ropes. Ref sees it, stops him. Elbow from the Mega Destroyer. Bo tags him in. The family now working like a well-oiled machine after a little bit of miscommunication early on. And they have Ricky Morton just struggling in the middle of the ring. And here comes Lemonjuice again, choking Morton against the ropes. Robert Gibson helpless to save his partner. Snapmare takedown. Straight in, the submission attempt here. Gibson trying to get through, but he's got to He's got to wait his turn. Ricky has to tag him in here. Ricky up to a knee. One of the greatest tag teams, maybe the greatest tag team to ever lace up their boots. But right now they are the #1 contenders and the champions standing tough right now. Morton on the ground, trying to find a second win, trying to get up. Gotta get that tag. The crowd is chanting. They know Robert Gibson needs into this match if the Rock and Roll have to stay alive. But Ricky fighting back Morton. Morton sitting in the ropes. Mega Destroyer comes foot up. Boot right to the jaw, right to the chin of the Mega Destroyer. Both men down. Lemonjuice McGee on the ropes. Referee tells him to get down. Morton has to get to Gibson. Mega Destroyer getting to Bo. He tags him in. There's the roll through. Robert Gibson is in, and he is on fire early. Putting the heads together. Gibson, this is his first action in a while. And he means business here on Super Saturday Night Fever. Pinning combination here. Folks, that is it! They win it! The Rock and Roll Express are your champs! The family confused, shaking their heads, holding their hands out. And here we are, middle of the ring, the Rock and Roll Express, your Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Hands held high. Who would have ever thought it? When several months ago we had our tag team title tournament, the family comes out on top. Who would have ever guessed that the Rock and Roll Express would lay claim to those titles? The second ever AMW Tag Team Champions, the Rock and Roll Express dethroning the family from a months-long run here in Jackson, Kentucky, folks. You never know what's going to happen. And they are family furious, folks. I think they are contesting whether or not maybe Ricky Morton was the legal man, because Robert Gibson was tagged in. They're trying to work this out, but now they're not taking it out on the ref, they're taking it out on each other. And folks, we've got company trying to hold everyone back. Trying to separate these two family members. Long title reign over. And tempers flaring as this is an emotional moment. Bo James sends Lemonjuice flying, and he puts the Mega Destroyer on his back, takes down Shawn Cruz. Wolfman down. Bo James, Lemonjuice McGee. He's got his hands on it, and folks, Bo James attacked from behind. We've got, I can't believe I'm saying this, but somebody needs to get out here and help Bo James. Come on. And just a moment ago, as we all celebrated with the Rock and Roll Express, this is what we've sang to. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bo getting up. And folks, here's Big Rig. Big Rig in the ring coming to Bo James's aid. And folks, like I said, you never know what's going to happen. But man, Bo James attacked by Mega Destroyer Shawn, Cruz, Wolfman, Lemonjuice McGee, 4-on-1. But after such a tightly contested matchup, folks, never in my life would I imagine that I would be sympathizing with Bo James here, but he did not deserve this tonight. The crowd sympathizing with him as well. Again, Bo James has deserved a lot of things over the years, but he did not deserve what happened in the ring tonight.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Main event action time. 6-man tag match. We've been waiting for this. For this to boil over for more than a month. And there he is. And there's the Reformation. They showed up. They showed up several weeks ago and have been causing trouble with anybody that crosses their paths. Kyle Maggard, John Noble standing up to him tonight here at Super Saturday Night Fever. A.J. Carter, microphone in hand. What's he got to say?
It would be real easy for me to come out here and run you Cruz down again like I did in that video. But at this point, running you people down is like being a pinata already on the ground. So I'm tired of all of the talk. I'm tired of all of the suspense. Let's find out who the mystery partner is. It's going to be the Lemonjuice slaughter by the Reformation.
And here we go, folks. John Noble, Kyle Maggard. Two of the fiercest competitors, along with hometown hero Kyle Moore. Football coach here at Braddock County High School. He is not, to my knowledge, he is not the third man, to my knowledge. We'll find out. Kyle Maggard's got a microphone. Let's see what he's got to say.
I know the answer to the question everybody wants to know. Who is our mystery partner? I'm sure. Is it real? I'll tell you what, we do have a third partner, and go ahead and play his music right now.
Folks, I know that music is Clinton Stacy in the house tonight. And folks, the driller Eddie Browning, could that be him?
That's not who I call. That's not who I call. I know I said earlier Gabriel, but that's not who I call. Play our partner's music.
Who could it be? There's no way. There is no way. Folks, it is Sexy Stan Sierra, the former AMW champion, is shaking hands with John Noble and Kyle Maggard. We have not seen him in a long time, and they are in the ring, and it is on! And folks, this is 3-on-3, 3-on-3, 6-man tornado action. So this is what we're going to be expecting the rest of the night, and I am lost for words. Stan Sierra, Kyle Maggard, John Noble. The Reformation, they've been causing trouble for a while now, but who can stop these three guys? Stan Sierra back in AMW. And the ref's going to call for a restart. Just about ready to get underway with this six-man tag main event. Noble and Jameson starting it off. Already got some shenanigans. Reformation. Fiji Wildman here with them tonight. So it looks like they have expanded once again. Jameson putting the champ on his back. And the champ showing Jameson what he's made of here in front of the hometown crowd. Kyle Maggard in the ring. Takes Jameson straight to the mat with the clothesline. Now he's got him. And here comes Stan Sierra. Boy, do he and Kyle Maggard have a past, and to see that they are working together here today is something to behold. Sierra sending Newsom across the ring. Newsom showing a little of the flexibility there. And Sierra flattens Newsom out, and Newsom back up, put down once again. Sierra, an AMW champion caliber talent. Memory serves correctly, he held the title until Al Snow was able to come in and get the win over him. Al Snow wins everywhere. John Noble, now the champ. Stan Sierra back in AMW. For right now, he's got his eyes set on the Reformation. Adam Newsom got his eyes set at his partners in the corner. He's got to get out of there.
He is all alone, isolated. He could be in trouble. And John Noble with the drop kick. Immediately for the cover. Doesn't get the pin count, but I'm telling you, he is doing everything that he needs. Everything you would expect from a champion is Michael Jameson, another tough competitor, back in the ring, but back down on the ground at the hands of the AMW champion. Fiji Wildman, we're seeing his first action in AMW and showing John Noble, the champ, why he's called the Wild Man. Oh, man. John Noble dealing with an unorthodox style like Fiji Wildman. Oh. John Noble fighting his way, well, trying to fight his way out of this. And come on. Noble being choked with the referee's back turn. Jameson back in the ring. Jameson now, tables have been turned a little bit. Noble's got the best of him so far tonight, but now Jameson seizing the opportunity. Noble back up. And Jameson puts him back first into the canvas. Crowd cheering on the champ. And Kyle Maggard tagged, taking care of business. Referee didn't see the tag. Putting Kyle Maggard back on the apron. And that was really these guys' chance. Newsom quickly into the penny combination, only a 2 count. Fiji Wildman back in the ring and back to his Wildman ways. Noble fighting his way out. Can he get through the Fiji Wildman? Noble right into the turnbuckle. Had some momentum, what little bit of momentum he had. Absolutely gone, and now he's taking knife-edge chops across the chest from Michael Jameson. Oh! Returning the favor. Both men down now. Where does it go from here? Referees count up to 7. Noble gets Maggard. And Maggard takes down Newsom. Takes down Fiji Wildman. Jameson still down in the ring. Newsom sent flying off the ropes, ducks the clothesline. Kyle Maggard, big spine buster. Now Stan Sierra in the ring, sending Fiji Wildman to the corner. And now sends him flying outside the ropes. Maggard, Newsom in the ring. Maggard. Noble's caught his breath. And the champ, oh, the rake to the eyes. Come on, ref. Body slam on the champion. Newsom comes off the ropes. Leg drop. And Newsom has a Braddock County football helmet. Kyle Moore taking it back, gives it to Noble, and Noble gives it to Newsom. That is it. The Reformation goes down. And what about that, folks? Stan Sierra alongside Kyle Maggard, John Noble, and Kyle Maggard in the ring, and that is how this picture ends tonight here at Super Saturday Night Fever. The Reformation leaving absolutely stunned. Where do we go from here, folks? Who knows? But Stan Sierra back in AMW and winning again.